All right. This is what we make in this video. And you're like, turning it off, skipping. Don't skip it. We do some simple stuff. And Figma is not a full-time drawing tool. It does simple things great. Okay, and you're going to use it probably a lot for building UI and icons. So I'm going to go through not every feature, but all the kind of useful stuff when you are a UI designer. And you do need to make switches and icons and bits and pieces. I'm going to go through those tips and tricks right now. That's so bad. All right, let's not do that one. All right, now get started. All right, to get started, I'm just going to kind of use the checkout page because it's empty. You can use anything you like. Shift 2 to zoom in on the thing you have selected. Okay, I'm just going to like briefly cover the pencil tool because I don't really like it. It's my arrow. Okay, you can change basic settings over here. If you hold Shift, you can draw kind of like straight sticks. Okay, I don't use it. You might love it. There's not much to it. The pencil tool is one. The pen tool it's a weird one. If you've never used it, this is not the video to learn it. I'm just going to give you the real basics. But it is as a UI designer or a UX designer, it's really handy to learn the pen tool. But go off. I've got an Illustrator course that spends a lot of time with the pen tool. That might be right for you. But the super basics are, if you click once, you get a corner. So I'm going to give you. Not doing anything, it just really wants to snap and go straight, which is cool. And this is my house, or an arrow, whatever you want to do. When you get back to the beginning here, watch this. If I get to the back of the beginning, I can close it up, and then over here I can give it a fill. Okay, so that's the basics of straight lines with the pen tool. Spacebar, drag. Okay, let's say I need a moon, because it's an easy example. Remember, clicking once gives you a corner, and if you want a curve, you click, hold, and drag. Click once for a corner, click, hold, and drag for a curve. Click once for a corner. That's kind of I don't know, the basic rules of this. Now, the one thing, so I've got those two, and because we've been drawing in object editing mode, they're not two separate shapes. Can you see I'm still inside of here? I'm trapped in object editing mode. This is a common, I get caught in this all the time because I'm used to other programs. So this vector is together. So what I'm going to do is select you. Cut. Who remembers how to get out of this? There's the official way, done. The other way is just double click the background, the selection tool. So I'm out now. I can hit paste. Okay, so I've got them separate. I've got my house and my moon. When you are drawing and you're trying to do like a bit of symmetry and symmetrical, if you zoom right in, okay, if I zoom right in, you can start to see the pixels. It's a little hard to see on screen, okay, probably in the recording, but can you see? And it will try and snap to them. So you can do some stuff like this. Okay, where it is actually, following, or at least snapping to these pixels here. I'm drawing a house because who else? Well, love-sided house. I'm using my arrow key just to move it across one. So I selected it once. I'm in object editing mode, selected it, move it across once. Who else was driving them nuts? This one here, remember mobile? Our original one, just kind of ignored it there, but I'm like, you are the wrong width. And the way it was designed, I couldn't change it. So, hey, we can do it now with our sweet pen tool. To get it to stop looking like an arrow, I need to have drawn it with a door. So my pen tool, I'm going to go inside of this thing by actually back to the selection tool, double click it to go inside. Pen tool, I need probably 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to my selection tool, I need these two guys to come up here. There we go. Beautiful, Dan. Better? Slightly better. Okay, so zooming into pixels can, I don't know, give you a bit of consistency. Another thing to do with this is the stroke. So you get out of the way. You come over here. So the stroke we looked at earlier, with it selected, the stroke, you can go to this kind of advanced stroke option. Click on that. Okay, and we had a look at the endpoints. Okay, we don't have any endpoints because it's complete shape. Remember they're rounded and stubby ends. The one I'm looking for now is actually this one first. So center. Can you see over here? The blue line is kind of my, the line I drew, and then my stroke, which is 1 pixel, is straddling it. Okay, but you can go from inside and outside. This is going to make a bigger difference to this. Can you see the difference in the house now? It's the same kind of original stroke. What you might find is you'll download a bunch of icons and they'll be the same height and width. Be like, why does this one seem smaller? and this one seem bigger. It's just the way that this is being processed. Does the stroke run around the inside or the outside? And the other thing is the edges here. You might have a bunch of icons that don't have these really sharp edges. So back into advanced there, this is a metering here. You can, or mitering, sorry, metering. Okay, that's a little sharp one by default. You can slice them off, okay, little stubby ends, or you can round them, which is quite nice. Ooh, fancy. What's not fancy is that one's a bit longer than that one. I'm giving up. You get the idea. Another couple of things is there's dash lines. Okay, they're in here. Stroke style solid. Let's go dashed. There you go. That's where that is. And undo that. Other things that are useful are, that I haven't covered yet, there is a star. Oh, click it once. I want to click, hold, and drag and let go. That doesn't seem to work. I got to click once and then click. Okay, if you run into the same problem. Me too. Okay, I can drag out a star. If I want it to be a perfectly height and width is constrained, hold shift. I get a star. If I go back to my selection tool now, I can play with things like over here is the star number. So I can do more of like a little starbursty thing. And these two here you can play around with. Okay, they're pretty self-explanatory. Okay, this one here and roundy corners. Same with a triangle. You can make a triangle or polygon here. Man, I keep doing it. Polygon, draw it out, and then go like this. Look over here to all of your shapes. Can you see this one here? Count. Okay, so it said polygon, remember, not triangle. So you can have 4 is not a polygon. Well, is it? I don't know. It makes a square. But let's go 5. Okay, and we'll go to 6. Okay, you get the idea. Octagon. Let's do it. Rounded corners. And then here, oh, the count is there as well. It's a bit of a weird one. There you go. You do get a rectangle, square. Other thing that I need to show you is kind of the rotation. Now with the selected tool, okay, you can actually just hover here and rotate things. Okay, if you rotate them, so I'm just hovering outside here, hold shift and rotate it, it will block it into kind of like larger units. Okay, you can type it in over here. Okay, I think it was, what was it going up in? Something like 15 degree increments. Okay, so you could decide that actually I just want to rotate this one, 180. You just type it in. Also know that there is a bunch of options under here, under the little F, under object, and can you see rotate? We've already kind of looked at these, flip horizontal, flip vertical. There's a bunch of stuff in here. And last but not least is something called outline mode. Okay, so it even uses, if you've heard of outline view, okay, from Adobe Illustrator, it's the same in here. It's even the same shortcut. Go try it. If you know the shortcut, okay, it's Command Y on a Mac, Control Y on a PC, and it was in there if you want the long way. If it's new to you, it's just this option in here. Gotta select back here, View, Object, where is it? Actually, no, it's under View, and there it is there, Outlines. What is it? It's viewing your document. If I zoom right out, what's zoom to everything? That's right, Shift 1, everything on my whole page. You see it breaks it down to this kind of really simplistic view. This is really handy when, especially when stuff is clipped off. Look at this guy. I was using this off camera when I was, what is it, Command Y or Control Y, when I was just trying to get these to line up, and I was like, is that going to the edge there? I just went Command Y or Control Y on a PC, okay, and just so I'm like, so I can start working on these and actually see them. You can work exactly how you were doing it before, like it's just kind of an outline view. Hence the name, outline view. Really good when you are drawing, get things to line up, see through things like an X-ray. And let's turn it back on, Command Y on a Mac, Control Y on a PC. The one thing that I always get stuck in is you're in here and you don't realize it, and you're trying to do something over here and you're stuck inside editing mode. I mentioned it a couple of times because remember, just feel like, why can't I move this? Because you've zoomed in over here and you don't know what you're doing and you're like, yeah, you're stuck in object editing mode, done. Or just double click the background with the selection tool. All right, that is my tips and tricks for drawing in Figma without getting too deep into it. We do drawing in here. It's not its best feature, but it does all the good stuff, all the basic stuff perfectly. Thank you, Figma. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video.